Hectic. Welcome back to your favorite youth show, HN9, right here on SABC2, where you definitely do belong. Right now, it is time for us to get into some gaming, and our next guest is 24-year-old Luca, who 3 years ago hung up his gaming controls and actually started a business that is bringing together other gamers, and they can compete on a professional scale. He's going to be talking to us about gaming etiquette, and he is right on our couch right now. Luca, welcome to the show. Thank you very much for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, man.
Now, Luca, tell me, why did you decide to go from a professional gamer to actually organizing these tournaments?
Okay, well, so 3 years ago, I played my last tournament with my mates back at the Telkom Do Gaming Championships. And from them, I realized, at the end of the day, playing this, putting the amount of hours I do put in, the time I put in through each year, the value in return wasn't really coming back to me. And I realized what was happening overseas. The esports community was exploding.
Yes.
Viewership, financial investment being put in. And I want to try and emulate what was happening overseas here, at least assist our local community rise to the stature that we see on the international circuit.
All right, now gaming has been considered an official sport in some places in the world, going as far, well, America's going as far as calling gamers athletes. Yes. So when it comes to professional sports, there's doping. Like, for instance, we have a female cyclist from Belgium right now who was recently found with a motor in her bicycle. Is there such a thing as doping in the gaming community, and can you explain it to us?
Yes, strangely enough, very similar to regular sport, we have issues with doping where players tend to use pharmaceutical-grade drugs to actually influence their gameplay in terms of increasing their focus, their reaction time. And big companies or big tournament hosts overseas have actually become very public about the stances they're going to be taking against doping in esports. So obviously pre-match drug tests and things like that. So it's sort of pushing gaming into the very similar sort of arena as general sports in terms of how guys actually find ways to get an unfair advantage over opposition. So we struggle with doping, we struggle with hacking, and we also struggle with match fixing, yeah. Which are all very similar to regular sports.
Explain match fixing to us. How would one fix a match in terms of gaming?
Okay, sure. So very similar to regular sports. You normally have a player in the team or the entire team actually communicate with an external party and organize with them to actually lose their match on purpose. And in doing so, they will earn a guaranteed payout. Yes. Instead of actually playing the match and standing a chance to lose and get nothing.
All right, so now there is a thing that is known as rage quitting. Yes. Take us through rage quitting. What is it, and is it acceptable in the gaming community?
Sure, rage quitting is equally shunned upon pretty much as cheating and so on, because what happens is gamers or the team that's playing, they would quit the match or match lobby before the match is actually over. And that's usually done in anger, hence rage quitting. And it's usually found when a team or player is losing quite badly. So usually you're expected to carry on playing, play out the match, and that normally gives you an opportunity to actually learn from the guys that are beating you. Yes. It's the only way to learn at the end of the day, is play against guys who are better than you. So missing out on that, and also the community generally turns their back on you and gives you a lot of stick for quitting and obviously chickening out of the rest of the match. Yeah.
Awesome. Now there are terms such as GG and RE. What are those?
Okay, so GG is short for good game. That is usually just a way of showing respect after the match. We're playing online, so you can't go and shake the guy's hand after the match. So you just type in chat, good game, short for GG. And followed by that is we have RE. So that's just short for replay. That usually happens when a team or player enjoyed the match and they'd like to carry on playing, get a few more matches in against this maybe a tough opponent that they like to practice against. They'll type RE, get a few more games in, even if it's just for fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, who would you say is the best gamer in South Africa at the moment?
Okay, well, like I said, I could be seen as a little bit biased with this because I used to play for the same organization. But Dimitri Hadjipascali, aka Detroni, he played in 3 major tournaments over the last couple of years, 2 in Sweden and 1 in Montreal in Canada. One of those events was the Quake Live tournaments, where he actually played against one of the, I'd say, most legendary Quake players in the world, nicknamed Evil. He ended up taking a map off Evil, and Evil ended up winning the tournament, not losing against anybody else.
Wow.
So it's quite a big achievement for Detroni and SA Gaming in general.
And where do you see SA Gaming going in the future?
Well, at the moment, like I said, gaming in general in South Africa is massive. So, everyone's playing on PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Now you even have folks playing on smartphones and tablets. So in that sense, the general community here is massive. I mean, there's a larger investment into gaming locally than even the film industry, if I'm not mistaken. In terms of competitive gaming, on the other hand, that's sort of taken a little bit longer over the last, I'd say, 18 months to maybe 2 years, you've sort of seen a large investment into gaming teams as well as gaming events. And hopefully 2016 will be the year where the esports side of things really does kick off.
When you were a gamer, did you dress like this?
No, not at all.
No. So you have evolved.
Yes, slowly but surely. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us, Luca. It's been absolutely amazing having you. Thank you for sharing your insight.
Hectic.